Et voilà. Hello, good morning, everybody. I'm so happy. Welcome to this new episode of Xavier Talks with People. And today I'm talking with my guest, Mudassir IQBAL. Thank you, Mudassir, to joining us. And just to introduce you a little bit, Mudassir is having about 20 years of experience in digital transformation. So you can guess digital transformation is not absolutely new. But, well, we will dig in more details in this subject, because that's why I asked him to be here to talk about digital transformation, leadership, and how to get there, how to achieve that goal. Hey, Mudassir, if you want to say something.
Thank you, Xavier. Thank you for giving such a good introduction and calling me for this program. And yes, I have a 20 plus years of experiences in the field of IT and business transformation. Digital transformation is largely new. We could say that it is not as old as 20 years, but yes, digitizations and other things were there. So thank you for calling.
Okay.
Having me on the air. Yeah.
Very good. So, Mudassir, well, I'm going to ask you a very straight question to start, because for myself, maybe, and probably for you as well, digital transformation is kind of not very clear what it is. So we have seen many digital transformation definition, but generally, every leader defines it in own way. So how do you define, I will say DT, because digital transformation is quite long, so it will be DT for me. You can say digital transformation if you want. So can you define DT in simple terms, please?
So you can call DT, you can call DX. Both terms are okay for digital transformation. See, digital transformation is the use of technology for the betterment of consumers. So there are a lot of technology available. I'm sure you all have heard about the Internet of Things, mobile applications, AI, cloud applications. But the focus here is the business transformation in a way that you have very little delays. You can actually have a very good business agility, because everything around us is moving. Everything around us are changing like it has never happened before with us. If you go back around 20 years, things were largely stabilized. 4 or 5 years, new technology used to come in, then you have 4 or 5 years of break, then the new technology comes in, then the new situation arises. But in the last 5 or 6 years, I'm sure you all have seen that market is changing rapidly. Things are changing rapidly. Technologies are coming in and going out. I mean, there are a lot of things which has actually entered in the market and then left we might have not heard about. So digital transformation is using those technology for the benefit of the business for the end customer.
Okay, and do you have a short definition?
Sorry, come again?
Do you have a short definition? Because you said a lot of things, very interesting, but a short one, do you have?
So we can say digital transformation are the ways, methods, and processes through which a business fundamentally changes its provision of products and services.
Okay. So DT, well, it's a buzzword, and we are talking a lot about acceleration in these last couple of years, and probably a little bit because of COVID. So in your opinion, why there is this acceleration, and why is it more necessary now than before?
See, what has happened in the last decade specifically, that there is a lot of competition because of internet. Now, companies who are in the third world countries, companies who are in Asia, companies who are in the South Asia, Far East Asia, America, they all are competing with each other. It is no more that you are only selling within your city, within your country, or maybe within your continent. It is far beyond that. So now what is happening is everything is more consumer focused. Everybody wants to deliver benefits to consumer. Consumer is like a king. Consumer was a king, but previously because of limited choices, they might not able to do it. But now they have a lot of choices. So in this format, you need to fulfill their demands, fulfill their wishes, and at the same time, you need to minimize your losses. You need to improve your business, and you need to improve your work environment. You need to make sure that you have a business efficiency in place. And that is why the digital transformation is actually accelerated in the last few years. And obviously now technology is supporting you. Technology is where you want to, like we are now communicating, sitting far, far, far away. One is in the two different continents. That was there about 5-10 years back, but it's not like this. So using this technology, everybody wants to actually improve their businesses margins. They want to improve their business processes. And this is why the digital transformation is at acceleration. And if somebody is not looking towards it, I would not like to mention about the Blackberries and the Nokias of the last decades, when they have identified the new technologies, but they themselves failed to jump on the train. They themselves failed to actually share it with the market and become a leader in that. So you cannot avoid digital transformation at this point if you want to compete at the world stage.
Okay. So if I got you, you're saying that this acceleration is now because first, the consumer is the king, and you want to please him more, to satisfy him more, to meet his needs more. And the second aspect is that to be able to do that, you want to improve the efficiency of business processes.
Yeah.
Did I forget something?
Yes, true, Xavier, absolutely right.
Okay, good. Maybe, so we talk about, well, let's say the why, but I'm interested to know in which cases digital transformation is not necessary.
So that is a question which is a little bit challenging, because this is the time when digital transformation is everywhere. So it is not about whether you will do it or not. It is about when. I mean, maybe not today. You may delay it a little bit, but COVID has actually identified the gaps, a lot of big gaps in our processes, that we were not ready for these kind of pandemics, and anything else can come in the future. So digital transformation, if I step back, I have explained the digital transformation when we started this session. But if I want to go in a more simpler way, what is a digital transformation for you and me, and or a single solo entrepreneur? What is it? You want to have a project management, you should go for the cloud applications. You want to understand the market, you should go to Google Analytics. You want to understand that how your competitor is doing, you should be having the LinkedIn profiling. So all this is what digital tools that you have in your hands. So it is everywhere. So it is not about whether you can do it or not. It is about when, and you cannot delay it. In my view, it is very important for every company to initiate it as soon as possible. And most of the companies, I would say 70% of the whole world, is actually have started that transformation. But those who are trying to hide away from it. They should start planning for it, and they should accelerate their deliveries.
You say you want to do some project management, you go to cloud application, but maybe some people don't want to go to cloud application. Maybe they prefer to stay on their own computer, their own servers. I don't know if you see what I mean, but maybe in some cases, going to the cloud is not an absolute necessity.
Definitely. I mean, what will eventually happen is that, I mean, everybody has a bank account now. About 50, 60 years back, it was not there. Everybody owns a car. It was not there. Everybody travels. Everybody has a credit card. People are, I mean, I do remember I created my first email account in 95 on Yahoo when I started my college days. It was very, very early, but then I found somebody who has created in 92 also. So this is how it is. So you cannot actually run away from it. Yes, today you would like to keep it on your computer, but the way technology is changing, but the way application is changing, I can give you a very, very simple example. Microsoft Office. It is no more available for, I mean, it is definitely, but it is easily available that if you want to have a cloud subscription, it is easier. You are already on cloud using your Gmails and Yahoo.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking when you said it.
So again, point is when, it's not about why and why not, it's about when. So soon everybody should have, they need to realize, and they should realize to compete, to get, I mean, to make sure that their processes are efficient and their teams and their employees, they are delivering at their best. They need to provide them the tools. Why should I be doing the AI myself? Okay, what is happening in that website and why this company is doing that? The tools are available, use them. So this is, so eventually everybody, every company, every organization will have that digital transformation. May not be on cloud. Cloud is just one part of it. So I will take another 1 minute of yours to actually,
you can.
It's a myth that you have, you might have a very good cloud application, but it's not digital transformation. Digital transformation needs to be focused on the business delivery and on consumer. It has to have that human touch into it. So if you are still working on silos, and if you are still having a department for cloud application, okay, those who have just taken one application or one product to the cloud or one product to the AI, they are still not doing a digital transformation. Digital transformation is about value stream, starts from the customer, ends on the customer. So how you can improve the customer experience within your organization, for your organization, for your product, for your services. How can they interact with you in a better way? How can you deal and deliver their ideas? And I mean, I can give you an example of, take an example of Tesla. Okay. Electric cars, it was not needed. They brought it into the market. So all these things are coming into the market, and you see the benefits and the appreciation and the people who are buying the electric cars. So this transformation is there in every industry.
Okay, I was thinking something when you were talking. Maybe you will say, oh, it's just a word thing, some semantic. But do you think that maybe my feeling, and maybe I'm wrong because maybe I'm biased, for some company, it's more an evolution thing rather than a transformation. Do you have any opinion on this?
Evolution and transformation. I mean, it's a good, I mean, terminology where evolution versus transformation. So when we are talking about transformation, we are looking into business agility. So you can definitely take your time to get on board, definitely take your time to deliver what is required from your perspective as an organization. But at the end of the day, it's about how you have transformed from one state to another state. So you can definitely evolution is there, that you are grown, you have got better in your processes, you have got better in your value streams, definitely. So I would not say that it is two different worlds completely. They are like same thing for me, because it's about getting better. It's about improving your services.
Okay. I'm thinking about something, and let's imagine a small company, like maybe a manufacturing company. They are making some, let's imagine, mechanical parts of something, of anything. Well, do they? What digital transformation could bring them? Let's imagine there are 10, 20 people working in this small company. What digital transformation could look like for them, if it's appropriate, if you have an idea?
I mean, I can give you some idea in terms of what it should look like, but answering the digital, there is no general answer for digital transformation. I am one of those people who are against that there is some general answer to digital transformation, or there is some key that you can say, okay, check mark, check mark, check mark, check mark, you are into it. No, it's your company's requirement, it's where you are standing, and that is one of the reason that many organizations are struggling. I mean, I'm sure you have seen reports that digital transformation is not giving the benefits it was initially planned for. The reason is that they are trying to have off-the-shelf solution for them. They are trying to have one size fits all solution for them. It is not going to work. You need to see that where are you standing, number one. Number two, we have to understand that your organization will not be run by digital transformation. You need digital transformation to attain your benefits, to achieve your ROI, to deliver to your customer. So if your journey is clear, and then you can see that what kind of technologies in terms of digital transformation, I would say business and digital transformation is required. So going back to your answer, that in a factories or in a manufacturing concerns, there are right now a lot is happening in terms of automating the manufacturing, robotics. And there is a lot is happening in terms of the supply chain. I'm sure you have seen robots into the in the warehouses of Amazon, and you have seen videos of the shopping. Amazon has created shopping where you don't need to buy anything. You can just put everything in the trolley, and when you come out, it automatically deduct from your credit card. There are no there are no people who are serving you. So for a smaller company, you are doing a manufacturing 10, 20 people. I'm sure you need some supply chain. You need to buy something. You need to sell something. There are your end customers, consumers. You definitely would like to see how you could get the best equipments within your for your manufacturing unit. So this is all part of the digital transformation. Yes, this is also part of the setup of an organization, but we call a digital transformation to those where organizations are set up and they want to actually, I would not say change their way, but they want to be more efficient. They want to be more customer centric.
Okay, that's fine with me. Oui. So you wrote the articles, and many times, and you said it, DT is useless without a human touch. What do you mean by that?
See, digital, everywhere, when somebody says digital transformation, everybody thinks that it is about technology.
Yes,
it is not about
that. It's
yes,
not about technology.
Everybody thinks it's technology, IoTs, AIs, blockchains, cyber security, cloud application. No, it is about humans. How you, so on both sides of the tables, you have humans. Your consumers are humans, and the people who are actually delivering the jobs, who are actually working within an organization, they are humans. One of the challenge, and I have run a survey for the last couple of months, and I will share the results in a webinar, which is going to held on in the end of August. So I will definitely give you the link to share it with your viewers. One of the challenges that the reason digital transformations are not going into the right direction or with the right pace is that the employees are not feeling comfortable with it. They are not feeling secure with the digital transformation. They don't understand why are they doing it. They don't see the reason for this improvement. So having this human touch is very important. Trying to, you need to because at the end of the day, these are the people who are going to run it. And again, with your permission, I want to touch one very, very quick and small topic here, that whenever this industry revolution happens, whenever this major changes happens, previously when computer chip came in 1950s, before that when the industry started, people fear for their jobs. We all are afraid that robots will take over. We all are looking into that there is 11.7 million truck drivers in US whose their jobs are at risk because their cars are coming which will be auto, which do not require drivers, which will be auto driven, and they are doing this testing. So I want to tell people that how have we survived the previous industrializations? We improved our skills. We moved from, have you not seen, remember, I'm sure you have seen when their construction used to happen on paper. Don't you remember when there were no Excel sheet and everything has to go on the paper doing the calculators? I remember Lotus 1. I remember Lotus 1, 2, 3. I'm sure you have heard the stories. Fair enough. So things have changed. Today it is impossible for us to actually remember memorize the numbers of telephones. I mean, it's this mobile phone is camera, this mobile phone is communication, this mobile phone is whiteboard, this mobile phone. I mean, this has 24 different tools that we used to have in our house. So job market is going to, we as a part of the job market, we need to learn new skills. And this industrialization, this 4.0 has actually created far more jobs and will create more jobs than any prior industrializations. It's the only challenge is that it will be knowledge-based jobs. It will not be the jobs which are repetitive that would actually go out. People will employees and people will struggle with the repetitive job because those jobs will be easily replaced by the robots and the machines. But those which are knowledge-based, IT-based, consulting-based, human-based, they will actually grow, and it will. You see how many AI jobs. It is said that we don't have resources to actually fulfill the requirements of AI and blockchain jobs. So the market will change, new jobs will emerge, previous jobs will go, people need to learn, but it is not that everything will wipe out from the job market.
Okay. Oh yeah. I got I got a question or two or three.
Yes, go ahead.
What, in your opinion, is the most important technology that is required for any company to compete in today's world?
I think it is cybersecurity. I mean, that is one of the very, very important thing in today's world. We need to look for the cybersecurities, and we need to see that, because most of our information is going on cloud. Our emails are on cloud. Most of our ERP is on cloud. Your all Apple communication is on cloud. All my Android is on cloud. Cyber security is one of the very, very important thing that any organization should begin with, to see that how vulnerable they are in terms of attacks. I say that you are not being attacked because you are not important today. So tomorrow you might get attacked because you will become important. And then when there are hacks happen on different servers on a different areas, then you become vulnerable. So it is very important that one of the technology that you should be looking at is the cyber security, how you can actually start securing your data. The data is created, data is there. There are other things, maybe AIs, maybe IoTs. But if that somebody steal that data, or if somebody actually have a leak in that data, then this is of no use for you. So before beginning anything else, my advice is to look for the cyber securities, invest into the security of your organization.
Yes, I don't know if you've seen that on the news, but I saw that in different countries, some hospitals have been attacked by cyber pirates, and so I can imagine that some CEOs of big or small companies may be quite reluctant to go to DT, because they know that when everything is on cloud, maybe it's more, it's less palpable. You cannot touch it, and they fear probably the cyber security. So just to jump
I have
on
a
what
question
you said.
for you.
Yeah,
I have a question for you. What is the most important thing as a Xavier and Mudassir that we have actually on internet? Our bank accounts. Do you have anything important than that?
Well, I wasn't thinking about that, but yeah.
So if bank accounts and the banks can provide you services like that, then thinking of you and me that we do not need an internet, or we do not need to go to clouds, or we do not need to have the new technologies in place is, believe me, it's not the right thinking. One of the digital transformation challenge, the most important challenge of digital transformation is the change in culture. Our banks available on cloud. Yes, how you are going to secure it, some people think cloud is that you need to just buy somewhere else. You can create your own clouds. You have, and the cloud applications today, the cloud servers today, their security, their cyber security processes, their backup processes, their firewall, they are far more better than you and I can do. Because what they are doing is, Mudassir is there, Xavier is there, 15 other clients are there. So everybody is sharing the same one room. And so they have a better way of controlling it. Otherwise, if I am only in the room, I need to spend 4 guards to support me. But if there are 5 people in the room, then they can all share the services and they can put extra cameras in the room. So yes, that is why I said you need to start thinking from that point of view where the security comes in, but thinking that it is something that because of which you do not need to move into that direction of new technologies. I mean, we can have a long discussion on it to change the culture and change the mindset.
Oh, oui. The final question, the most obvious one. So, what a typical, if we can say that, a typical company should look like after 2 or 3 years of digital transformation?
So, okay. So first of all, I mean, we have talked so many topics and we have covered so many things. One thing that, I mean, actually, I'm trying to explain things which people are, which is for a common people. We all think digital transformation is a project. Unfortunately, it is not. It is an ongoing process, because today we have COVID-19. Okay. Tomorrow we have something else. Day after tomorrow we have something else. So the market environment and the business environment is changing. So a typical company, when they have started when they should have started their digital transformation and actually start gaining their processes, the first and most important item, that the first KPI or the first benchmark would be that their top management able to see the data. They able to see the data or the information in a way that they can start planning it for the future. Their silos, IT department, finance department, logistic department, cost control department, the CFOs department, they have now become one team. They are no more silos. In any organization, wherever you go, you will see silos. You will see independent companies within company. This is my area. This is how I run it. So a typical company, they should able to break these walls. They should able to start see the data that they could use for their future planning. They could use that for their strategic planning. And it's not about that they are asking someone to bring that data. They should able to see it themselves within some dashboards, some real-time reports. It's not that they are still asking, Mudassir, can you please bring me the data of the last 5 years or the last 6 months sales and what was the cost? No, all this should be transparency. Breaking of silos, transparency, availability of the data should be one of the few first KPIs that any organization should plan for in the first few years of their digital transformation.
I'm listening to you and I'm thinking that tell me if I'm wrong. DT, digital transformation, from the way you answer my question, is here, maybe just your opinion or your way of seeing things, is here to serve transparency and to somehow breaking silos, so changing a bit the culture of a company. DT is more here to do that than because I'm quite sure that there are places where there is DT, but things don't change much. The culture don't change much, and people, silos still stay silos. So maybe that's your personal point of view, and why not? That's good.
I mean,
You
definitely.
like to, when you work on a project, you like that there is more transparency in the company. And by the way, transparency is also a way to become more agile. Often the ways, it's not the only way, but that plays a part. Am I right?
Yes, definitely. Yes, yes. So, I mean, you are right. That is why I said in the beginning that having a technology in your organization does not mean that you are transformed organization. DT is a process, okay? So you would say a transformed organization. A transformed organization is one which is actually do not have silos, which work for the consumer. And I don't know, but I'm sure I have a very good a quick slide over it, if I can actually share my screen, that why it is important. Yes, I will, if you allow me to share the screen.
Well, I guess you can. No, you can't.
No, still not.
Okay.
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
So can you see my screen?
Yes, I can.
Okay. So if you see from traditional to transform, so there is nothing which is called DT organization, or DT is there somewhere. So you are either a traditional organization, or you are somewhere in between, or you have actually transformed in a new organization. When you are talking about transformed organization, you are talking about customer focused. You are talking about business agility. You are talking about there is no change resistance. Your value streams are adaptive. So today you are on site, tomorrow you want to be off site, today, tomorrow you want to be remote, all this. You have a shorter delivery cycles. That is a transformed organization. So this is how I define the company's journey from traditional to transformed. And DT helps you. DT helps you to get to that places. So if you have applications which are there, if you have solutions which is going to help you. So this is where that could help you to be a transformed organization, an agile organization, and an organization which can actually respond quickly to market changes.
Yeah, I see that. Okay. So maybe this is your personal approach or point of view, that DT is here to serve how to transform the organization, the company, in a way to become more customer focused and blah, 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 agility, etc., etc. Then really trying to sell DT in any way for any kind of purpose. Okay, thank you very much for sharing, by the way. Mudassir, thank you very much for your time and being with us today and taking time to explain more about digital transformation and your, I guess, personal point of view, because I'm not absolutely sure that every people who works in this field of digital transformation has the same way of you of thinking things through and thinking the organization and how and the way it should go. So thank you very much, Mudassir.
Thank you, Xavier. Thank you for having me on the session, giving me so much time so that we can have it was a very good discussion, and from how you see things and how market is actually changing. So thank you very much, Xavier, for this opportunity.
Just a few words for you who are watching us. Thank you for being with us. And if you like it, share it. If you want to comment. If you don't like it, why are you still here? I don't know, but you are masochist maybe. Anyway, hope to see you in a soon new episode, and have a nice day, nice evening, whatever the time you are watching us. Bye-bye.